So, I'm finally getting around to playing the Destiny beta on PlayStation 4, and it's taken me a little bit between work and doing a few other things. I have been late to the party on playing this, since I could have technically started playing this about 5, 6, 7, just about a week before I'm actually playing it, but sometimes things just get a little bit busy. And this looks like current technology, so I thought this was pretty cool. But I've already recorded, I played it, now I'm just kind of talking over it, so this technically isn't live. But there you are, Planet Mars, present day. I like the way they did it in different languages here too, but I don't understand some of it because it says present day, unless that's today. Like, hello, this is just now happening. So maybe that's why it looks like modern technology. And I still thought it was kind of cool, the traipsing around on the planet and everything like this, with the moon people kind of exploring the way they set this whole thing up. A little bit. Hopefully, there's a little bit more information than what we're actually going to receive here, because this was like just such a modicum of just so small amount of information as to what was going on, what it meant, and I'd like to have for there to have been more than what we actually got. It was kind of just like, hey, look, here's this thing, and here's your story.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the Traveler had an enemy, a darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything. But it was also a beginning.
Is it possible? There you are. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you, well, you've been dead a long time. So you're gonna see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move. Fast. We won't survive long out in the open like this. Let's get inside the walls. Okay, I need to find you a weapon before the Fallen find us. Quiet! They're right above us. Hang tight. Fallen thrive in the dark. We won't. We need more light. I'll see what I can do.
Another one of these hardened military systems, and a few centuries of entropy working against you. They're coming for us.
Here, I found a rifle. Grab it. I hope you know how to use that thing.
Now I have to admit, I've been playing Defiance for so long now, which is it's a third-person shooter, that going back to first-person felt really, really strange, and it's kind of hard to get used to because you get used to certain things, and going back to something else after a while is different. I mean, I played a lot of Call of Duty and even Halo, and so I mean, you would think it's just natural, but once you've played enough third person, you kind of fall out of it. You kind of get used to that point of view. Because I mean, even that, I've been playing, if it wasn't Defiance, it was Grand Theft Auto, so it was all third person for quite a while for me. So it was a little awkward coming back to first person, and I didn't have I have the little stick extenders, and I didn't have that on. It felt really strange not to. And the sensitivity was a little bit low. And eventually I'm going to change the sensitivity because it's not livable for me, the current setting. I need to be able to turn. I'll learn exactly how fast it can be, but the sticks allow it to be a little bit faster, and I'm so used to playing. I haven't played without those in years now, so using a controller at its normal height was very awkward, and I'm used to an Xbox controller above a PlayStation controller, and it's going to take me some time to get used to it as I play PlayStation 4 games, because I really didn't play on PlayStation 3 very much. Spent most of my time on Xbox, and that was a lot due to Party Chat, which now PlayStation 4 has, so that was my big problem with PlayStation 3, and why I've always stuck with an Xbox. I like Party Chat. Now, this is really where things are killing me, is between the sensitivity, not having my stick, it's hard for me to aim. You get used to that precision that stick gives you, and this all feels really awkward without that extender on there. But this is really cool, and I'm playing it slow and steady because I don't know the game that well yet. I don't know how quickly an enemy can take me down, and vice versa. Kind of, you kind of learn as you go how fast you're killing things, how much damage you take from enemies, and how quickly you can die. So But, you know, there's nothing wrong with going slow and steady. You don't have to push through every game at you know, top speed to finish it, because that kind of kills a game anyway.
Loot
So
cache. Let's see what's inside.
the shotgun, which is what I'm fixing to get here, is wonderful. I love shotguns. I should say that, but man, you wish there was a little more range. This gets me back to Halo and Call of Duty right here, with the incredibly
Trip mines.
short
Don't
range
touch
of
them.
a shotgun. Because I've gotten spoiled with Defiance. The shotguns, while they do mostly have a short range, they do not have as ridiculously a short range as these type of first-person shooter games tend to have. But I mean, to me, there's almost nothing better than just popping people with a shotgun. I love popping people with a shotgun. It's always fun. Oh, but I think that's the problem too. Is you try to see how far you can go with it. And you're like, okay, this didn't do it. Takes away half their health unless they're like right up on you. So this game though is pretty cool so far. It's nice to have a nice new story. I would, you know, I mean, I'd like a little backstory. Kind of. I mean, they did go in depth a little bit and saying, hey, this is this. We got this golden age. We went to other planets. But you know, and all these people, you know, I guess the bad guys followed in, and now everything was destroyed. Well, I'd like to know, you know, a little bit more into that, a little bit more of a cutscene of, you know, some fighting, Earth being destroyed. That little more information in that area, because you know, after Earth type of crap is always kind of cool. You know, after everything's been destroyed. So I do notice that the enemies are a little more intelligent. They seem kind of. They do take cover. They don't just stand out in the open for you to just blast away at them. Now they do seem to have a needler type of gun, which kind of, I'm no Bungie technically. In the end, you can say they created the needler, but I'm like, come on, really? I'm not playing Halo. I don't want to have the enemies needling me like this. This is not Halo. But it is the creators of Halo, so I guess some of that is gonna kind of follow in and everything. So it should be what you expect. Now, that's like I did say earlier. I am gonna be slow because I see, you know, I see them taking some damage, and I'm not 100% sure exactly how this works. It's first time to play it, so I don't know if it's going to. If once that bar completely goes down, is that just my shield, or is that also gonna be? Am I gonna have health underneath that shield? So I don't know. So I prefer not to lose that top bar at all and not have to find out, because I'm imagining that shield is my life. I did cut out the character selection part. Character selection was kind of it was okay character selection. I'm you know, I don't have to have this super big in-depth character customization, and this one does not have that. So don't expect that if you haven't played it yet. It's unless it's just for the beta that they only gave us so much. But I pretty much found one that looked like robots or something in the end. That's what you have, is a robotic looking face, and I was like, okay, yeah, we'll go with that, because that looks a lot better than the other options there were. So
Just a little
I mean,
bit
I don't know
further.
if you would get a mask
So
for
there's
the
something
regular people, but I was like, you know, if nothing else, I want something that looks like a cool futuristic type of mask, or at least a robot, if that's what it is, and we'll go with that. Now, I mean, some things I'm wondering if we're gonna get, you know, explanations. When, you know, we've been dead for centuries. What? So what is that? Kind of leaves you curious as to what in the world
This was an old cosmodrome. There's got to be something
is
we
being
can fly
talked
out to.
about, you know. Not, you know, what are you how did you bring me back to life? You know, no explanation for that. It's just there, and it's a curiosity for the
Incoming.
moment being, and it's not something I know if we're gonna get an explanation for, or if it's just gonna be left for us to wonder, because I like it to get little explanations. So I'm hoping somewhere along the line there is some form of an explanation of
Fallen
why
ships,
and
this close to
how
the
we can be
surface.
brought back to life, or
Move.
what, you know, is it because of the class I picked, the robot looking class, or would this be more related to something like there's some sort of a miracle thing? Because they did say that, you know, our lifespans have been tripled. So, and yeah, I think for a minute I'm gonna run out there and just pull a Rambo, and I quickly lose half my health and go, it's not such a good idea. Maybe not. And so we'll play it a little more cautious, and it's pretty much how I played most of it. It was pretty cautious to an extent. I became aggressive as I kind of thought I should be aggressive. I don't exactly know what the settings are, and you get used to certain games. If it's on easy, you can rush out and just go to town on the enemies. But at least on whatever difficulty this seems to be on, that's not going to be happening so much on this game. You're going to have to play it a little more intelligently. And you'll notice I rarely just pull the trigger and hold it down. I try to be a little more accurate with the shots. As once again, it's another one of those. I don't know. So many games you start running low on ammo when you do that, and I'm trying to make sure that I am not going to have issues with ammunition. So I try to just pull the trigger, try to make sure I'm hitting. That way I don't end up running out of ammo. And yeah, I'm gonna run backwards because I'm like, okay, well there's too many things shooting at me, not sure what's going on. So better to live than to die. But yeah, so I think we're gonna go ahead and end the speaking part here, and I'll let you guys watch the rest of this. If you aren't playing this, you should have pre-ordered it, or you still can, and see if maybe you can't get a beta code, because just from what you're gonna see right here, I really enjoyed this game just for what I played. Now, it's kind of nice. I'm only playing the story, and I don't know how some of the other stuff's going to go. The missions and playing with other people and all that. And well, I guess we'll see that as we get to it. But for now, I'm going to just let the gameplay play out, and I will catch you guys later.
I'm picking up signs of an old jump ship. Could be our ticket out of here. There's a ship. Clear him out. Let me see if I can get us out of here.
It's been here a while. Hasn't made a jump in centuries. We're lucky the Fallen haven't completely picked it clean.
Will it fly?
I can make it work. Okay, it's not going to break orbit. It just may get us to the city. Now, about that transmat. Bringing you in. We can come back for them when you're ready. Let's get you home.